that you're like, either I wish I had that song, or I would have killed that song?
I Want to Run to You was written specifically for me.
Yo.
What?
Oh.
And I was at Giant Records at the time, and the girl, Cassandra Mills, who ruined my career, she vetoed it.
We Sound Crazy. He is one half of the duo Louis York and an award-winning songwriter.
Yes, sir. It's Claude Kelly.
He is an award-winning songwriter and other half of the dynamic duo Louis York.
What's up, y'all? It's Chuck Harmony.
Music executive and Renaissance man.
Hey, it's Billionaire.
Music aficionado.
What's up? It's Timon Bacon from Macon.
We Sound Crazy is your official backstage pass to all things music and culture.
On tonight's episode of We Sound Crazy, we're talking with R&B legend Miki Howard. Welcome to another week of We Sound Crazy, your backstage pass to all things music and culture. Billionaire is in the building.
Claude Kelly is definitely in the building.
Chuck Harmony is in the building. What's going on, guys?
And there is an empty seat over there. And it's not for a special guest. I mean, it's for our co-host, and maybe he'll show up. We don't know.
There's no bacon in the building.
There's no bacon. There's no bacon
in the building. But
we do have a really, really special guest, a legend.
An extremely
Super
special guest. Hello?
I'm going to tee this one up, and I'm honored to have her with us today. She is a Grammy nominee, a winner of the Chicago Music Award, Lifetime Achievement Award, also an AMA winner. That's American Music Award for y'all that don't know. Also, she won a Soul Train Music Award and many other awards, Billboard #1 records on multiple formats. She's got an actress, so much, a mother, so much. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the legend, the great Miki Howard is in the building.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Thank you for coming and spending some time with us.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I'm so happy you asked me.
Oh my goodness. This is actually a legend. This is a for real legend.
We toss that word around legend too loosely, right?
Much. Way too loosely.
Way too much. It's unbelievable how often but this is literally, we're sitting with the legend. So thank you, Miki Howard. This means the world.
I'm honored. I am honored.
So what? I don't know where I even want to start.
I want to start in Nashville. You're here. You're doing shows.
Yeah.
At the City Winery here in Nashville.
Tell me how that's going now.
Regular.
You're doing a lot of shows now?
I mean, I always have.
Yeah.
This is the thing. Because sometimes you guys say out of sight, out of mind, and you think that we're not working. And if I wasn't, I'd be at Walmart. Checking you out or something.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, this is what I do. This is my life, my life's work. I've never done anything else. I'm a musician, an artist, and I do art, so I work all the time.
I love that. And it's important for people to hear that, because people really do feel like you do music and then you put it down and do something else. But it's
that's perfectly wonderful for those that do.
For those that do, but it's actually life work. It's your calling.
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't, still be here.
Do you remember your first musical memory?
I was born into this.
Come on now.
Both my parents, extremely amazing singers. My dad was in the Pilgrim Jubilees. All of his brothers were singers. The whole group was brothers. And then my mom, Josephine Howard from the Caravans, which is, when I grew up, that was, everybody came from gospel, and it was a big thing. So, and my grandparents, my great-grandfather was a vaudevillian.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He gave me my harmonica and washboard. We're from Memphis.
Wow.
You have a string of hits dating back to the 80s. Did Chicago have something to do with your sound, or how you perceive music, or how you approach music?
Well, I could say yes and no. I mean, Chicago, especially African-American, or you black in Chicago, in the 60s and 70s, music was everything. It was coming out of all of the taverns when they were open when you go home from school, and music is blaring out, and out of the stores and the Five and Dime, everywhere was music. So, and I'm coming from Memphis and Chicago, steeped in the blues and jazz. And, the R&B thing just sort of popped up because I was young.
So in your mind, were you intending to be like a jazz singer at first?
Yes.
Okay.
But it wasn't jazz. When I was growing up, it was just
music.
Yeah, it sort of started being people distinguishing different genres. I'm like, okay, whatever.
if you say that's what it's called, cool. I'm just singing these songs. Right.
And I was shocked when I hit the charts and they were like R&B. I was like really? That's okay.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Look at this. Our co-host
Look who decides to show up.
And he's got vinyl in his hand.
Tardy for the party.
Oh, my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, Timon Bacon has entered the building.
Bacon for making.
But at least you come with something important in your hand.
And he wants his sign. He wants those relics signed.
What do you remember about recording Baby Be Mine? That's one of my favorites.
I was touring a lot heavily, and I would record on the weekdays, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And we recorded in Philadelphia. The producer was Nick Martinelli, who I adored. He was so fun. He's retired now in Miami somewhere. The singers, everybody was so great. A lot of them are passed on now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the saxophone player was this really cool guy. I think he's the same one on Love Under New Management.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was cool.
What do you remember about that time? Just because I always say I was born, like I'm an 86 baby. So I was born just as you were really starting to take off. So I feel like I kind of missed, of course, I came of age in the 90s, but I always say that I was born in the wrong decade because I wanted to be like present and there when you all were like really killing it back then, and you still killing it. But what do you remember about the 80s and just that time in R&B?
We had a chance. I remember we had a chance.
We had a chance.
We had a chance to do something great and to solidify our legacy and to stamp our culture. And we had a chance.
Do you feel that's not the same now?
Absolutely not. All this degradation is disgusting. You know, and we sit back and go, yeah, it's not us. I mean, every culture has some of that. But to put that out and say that represents us and represents who we are and it represents our women and our girls, it's atrocious. It's atrocious. God, I mean, what the Bessie Smiths and Billie Holidays, what they fought and sacrificed their lives for to give this some integrity.
Yeah.
And what these children are doing and young people and some old people, you know, you can't sing unless you're wearing your underwear.
True.
And it doesn't matter how old you are.
Right.
You know, it's not right.
No.
And it does not represent us. It's not our culture. Our true culture is being pushed to the back, and we had a chance to represent ourselves and be a real part of the universe.
There's so many debates about that, about where Black music is going or where it has gone. Is there something that you feel like is the main contributing factor to why it's that way now?
We're naked.
We got no clothes on.
I mean, and with minimal amount of talent.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Talent is behind the scenes now. The talent is
That's true.
You know, producers and everything like that, and they put anything in the front and call it talent. And what this is for, what our vessel is for, is to give joy, to bring peace, to help us through to the end times, you know, end times of our lives, end times of this age. You know what I'm saying? We are the spiritual voice.
Up next on We Sound Crazy.
No offense to you, but you have to say to me, are you working? Would you say that to Lena Horne? My generation, our Lena Hornes, you know, our Aretha Franklins, and all those. But our 80s girls, we get no respect. None, really. It's because all you saw was Whitney Houston.
After the break on We Sound Crazy.
Hey, besties!
What is a bestie?
I like you.
She's fun.
It's about to be a good time!
She's always looking out for you.
Since you're my bestie, I will handle it for you.
She makes you think.
Here to uplift and empower.
She's always encouraging.
You are that girl.
Chelsea Edwards, your bestie in daytime.
Like it's a spiritual moment.
Chatting with Chelsea. New episodes weekdays at 5:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
wonder if you know that I want the best for you. But how long will you fight solo? I wonder if you know that we can get help. Not wondering anymore. Love, your mind.
As we work to get through these times together, you may not be thinking about blood donation, but blood is needed to save the lives of people who are sick with a range of illnesses. It's easy and safe to give. If you are in good health, please donate. We need heroes now. Visit redcrossblood.org to schedule an appointment.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
We're sitting here, and no offense to you, but you have to say to me, are you working? Would you say that to Lena Horne? My generation, our Lena Hornes, our Aretha Franklins, and all those. But our 80s girls, we get no respect. None, really. It's because all you saw was Whitney Houston. And now the only representation we have that is accepted is Anita Baker. And that's not all.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
Have you ever toured with Anita?
No.
Got it.
That was a short answer.
I don't think she would want me to anyway, because, she's another type of artist. She's, on her she likes her space.
Mm-hmm. Who were some of those, your counterparts?
Phyllis Hyman. We've got Jean Carn, Melba Moore, Regina Bell, so many.
And you're talking about people that, like, this is not even about relevancy or numbers. You're talking about people that yourself included, that talking about #1 records, world tours, all the exposure. So to not get the respect that you're speaking about is actually crazy.
From our own.
Yes, it's crazy to not be getting that respect from your own. You're talking about, Regina Bell, come on, like, all these people
Stephanie Mills.
Stephanie Mills.
Yeah, of course, Stephanie. And some of them were before me, and we held them in high esteem. And it's weird now.
So you don't feel, officially here, you're saying you don't feel you get the respect you deserve.
Well, I don't know. I respect myself.
Absolutely.
Enough for me not to feel anything regarding that. But I think it's bad for you. My tears not for me. Because I did my job. My tears are for you. That, and your children, because you guys are suffering. And you have no idea. I sit here, I listen to you, just the little runs and the this and the that. And you guys, this is for you to do. It's right for you to bring me on the show. That's why I got up. I don't like to come out and then, have interviews and people are asking me things that have no relevance.
Yeah.
I don't like it, so I don't do it. But your friend and I, so I was like, I'll go, I'll talk.
We're honored.
I'm honored because you're on the right track.
That's a big word of encouragement coming from you. Because I've listened to your music for a very long time, and it's important that we make sure that the people that paved the way approve also of the steps that we're making, so we're not messing up the legacy.
Yeah,
which is what I think you're saying.
Yeah, I'm just like carry your culture with pride. It's so rich. It encompasses so many people. We don't talk about how the Chinese and the Black people, the Chinese were on the railroad. They got 2 cents a day or 1 cent a day, and they lived behind the slave quarters.
Yeah.
And we were very close. A lot of us, people say, what are you? What are you? Actually, there's a Chinese way back, great-grandmama, grandmama.
Wow.
Very instrumental in our lives. We've come across every culture And we even inculcated some of their ways, and they even inculcated some of ours. And now we act so estranged from each other. You know, that's not right.
And that hurts the music too.
What are you talking about? It hurts the music. Where do you think we get the music?
Yeah.
We get it from each other,
That's right.
from our experiences. Yeah. You know, we don't do anything with one culture of people. We all do it together. You said, what do I remember about that record? In those days, you know, it was everybody working together, black, white, purple, and green, you know? And now it's just weird.
Yeah.
Also, during that time, there was a young black executive named Sylvia Rohn who worked at Atlantic Records. Sylvia, I believe, was the head of black music at that time. What do you remember about working with Sylvia during that era?
You said it, black music. Yeah. At that time, my time, it was, you know, you had to cross over. And Sylvia was the head of black music, and we couldn't cross her. You know, you couldn't cross her and go to the top and say, I want to do pop. You know, it's like, no, she did a great job with me. And with my records, because it was hard, you know, trying to fit me between Whitney Houston and disco, and you know, then rap came, right, you know, and I was sticking to my guns. I'm doing Imagination and Come Share My Love and Baby Be Mine. We sat and we went through songs, and she sat with me. We'd have our time on Wednesdays, and just be she and I, and we just go through songs and what do you like? I don't like it. You love it, I love it, you know? And we had to mutually agree. And I think that helped us to have records that people enjoy.
A proper music person.
Yeah.
You know, many people talk about Sylvia Rohn, talk about those days where they sat with her and just went through records, and Tamia talked about it, about just feeling the personalized care from her. That's also missing.
That made me jealous, Tamia.
Really?
I'm like, wait a minute, no wonder I like her. So I love her music. I do.
Yes, Sylvia.
Yeah, Sylvia was special. And she came from the old school. She was young from the old school, though.
Yeah.
You know, she did her job.
She was so happy. Years ago when your movie came out on TV One, your biopic, I saw her in the office when it's still an epic. But she was so happy. She's like, I'm in the movie. I think Lisa Ray's playing me in the movie. So she was so excited and so proud, and just had nothing but great things to say about it.
She came to the premiere. We were so excited. She looked so cute. Yeah. I talked to her before I left LA to come here. Yeah, I tried to get her to go to Shaka's party with me.
Shaka's famous, was it she just turned 70, right? I heard it was a good time.
Yeah, it was. It was such a good time. I left.
It was a little too good a time.
I was like, who's all these people?
Yo, the crazy pick of the week is like our song.
Absolutely.
Our pick of the week.
This is a big deal.
We vouching for this one.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
And I think we got a good one this week. It's the what ifs that kill you. 'Cause time never stops. The pages keep turning, believe it or not. You never feel ready. So to hell with the clouds. Lay it all out before the curtain drops. Now I can't blame myself for being young and afraid to try. I know I'll be ready for next time. 'Cause if I knew back then what I know right now, I would have fought like crazy. I would have made it count. 'Cause regret's the only thing a heart can't heal. So you gotta love outrageous. You gotta tell them how you feel, or somebody else will. Say it boldly in a whisper or yell. No point in keeping your heart on the shelf. You never feel ready, no. Neither does anyone else. I have to remember remember to remind myself that second guessing always leads to things I shouldn't do. I don't wanna mess this up with you. 'Cause if I knew back then what I know right now, I would have fought like crazy. I would have made it count. 'Cause regret's the only thing a heart can't heal. So you better love outrageous.
Up next on We Sound Crazy.
I love clouds. We can play clouds right now. I'll jump up and start dancing.
And we can play clouds.
as we play clouds.
I love it. It's so good. It's so good. And she can deliver that live.
Yeah.
She's like, wow, wow. Like, wow.
Yeah, that whole Naughty album.
How do you
is
do
just
that?
Nuts.
After the break on We Sound Crazy.
Hey, besties.
What is a bestie?
I like you.
She's fun.
It's about to be a good time.
She's always looking out for you.
Since you're my bestie, I will handle it for you.
She makes you think.
Here to uplift and empower.
She's always encouraging.
You are that girl.
Chelsea Edwards, your bestie in daytime.
Like it's a spiritual moment.
Chatting with Chelsea. New episodes weekdays at 5:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Hey, it's your girl, Carolina Sanchez, and The Nightcap is the late night show where no topic is off limits. Join me as we dive into the wild world of relationships, sex, and everything in between. From hilarious dating disasters to steamy secrets, you know we've got it all. We've got celebrity guests, expert advice, and a cocktail in hand. The Nightcap is your guilty pleasure. So grab your drink and tune in because the best stories start after dark.
The Nightcap. New episodes weeknights at 10:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Ready to lose track of time the best way possible?
Rolling!
From the funniest videos to the wildest things online, we do the scrolling so you don't have to.
It's Usher. He had that synthetic hair melting. You hear me? Why y'all talking about that lady hair like that? Ain't it alone?
Catch us every weeknight, 7 p.m. Central on Fox Soul.
Louder for the people in the back.
Well, on Fox Face Off, we tell the raw, unadulterated truth.
Fox Soul Face Off.
We are given the platform here with no fear.
Always comes out swinging.
We should be saying, hey, stop shooting and killing people.
Nothing held back.
They wanted black hip-hop moguls and artists to continue the feud.
No punches pulled.
And shut the hell up. You interrupt me all the time.
Tune into the show where opinions collide. Fox Soul Face Off. New episodes weeknights at 9 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
So speaking of Shaka, what is, and of course, if you've seen the movie, if you've followed your career as much as we all have, we know that Shaka is a very important person in your life. What is something that she's kind of, I guess, taught you, or just kind of you've been able to kind of take from her and apply it to your own life or your career?
So much. You know, she's like a big sister.
Yeah.
So much. From what perfumes we buy to, you know. Yeah. We're like, oh, girl, you sure this new Tom Ford? What, girl? You know. And she likes me to come over and cook. We like gravy.
Yeah.
On everything.
Oh, gravy.
And dressing and stuff like that, that we can't get everywhere. So, she likes me to cook. But I've learned perseverance from her. Mm-hmm. I've learned that you must do the work. A part of the things I've learned from her made me get up and come here today. Because if you want, things like this to go on and, it was important, and you got to get up.
You got to get up.
You got to do the work.
Yeah.
I've seen her take 5 a.m. flights, before she was now she's doing the private jets, I would be like, girl, hell no. You lazy. I don't give a fuck. I'm like that. Yeah, and do all the things that you must do to stay in this business. And I've seen her hurt, and I've seen her triumphs. She's got like 10, 11 Grammys, and then every year they put her up for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I've seen her be disappointed, and keep moving and keep going. And I've seen things get better and better and better. I've seen her raise her children. We done it together. Our children are all like cousins, best friends, grandchildren, great-grandchild. You know, things to aspire to. You must have somebody in your life that you look up to and over.
That's good.
You know, so she's been that for me. And I'll say, because I've heard her say this to me, I've been a good friend to her. She says, "You're my best friend. You're such a good friend." Nothing makes me feel better.
Yeah.
Especially in this industry. So.
Especially in this industry. That's the best compliment.
Yeah, it is.
Is there someone that has come behind you that you feel like you've been able to kind of
mentor?
I mentor so many artists. I can't tell them. By the time I'm done mentoring them, there's so much an artist that they I don't want to ride the bus. No, you got to ride the bus, baby. No. And I have several artists. My nephew, Corey Walker, another artist from Chicago, Cal, Marshall, my daughter, Caitlin Howard, my son, Brandon. He doesn't let me mentor him. He's totally on his own. He does his thing.
Shout out to Brandon. Can
we talk about, because Brandon I've known since I started writing in the business. So I got in the business songwriting before we became a band. But I don't even know who connected me to Brandon. I think it was an A&R. But we wrote so many songs together back in like 2004,
really
5, 6, 7. And I'm talking about, I would fly to LA to work with him. He'd come to New York. We worked together. We saw him at an event last year, the year before with the Shandellas, with Deanna Williams and all of them. But Brandon is really smart, really talented, and was one of the people that kind of showed me the ropes when I got in this business.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that's a cool musician and a cool guy. Good person.
That's good.
You know, you see where he gets it from.
Do you have a favorite Shaka Khan song?
Ooh.
Oh, I like a lot of them, but my really favorite is Clouds. I love Clouds. We can play Clouds right now. I'll jump up and start dancing.
And we can play Clouds.
as we play Clouds.
It's so good. It's so good. And she can deliver that live.
Yeah.
She's like, wow. I'm like, how the
Yeah, that whole Naughty album.
How do you
is
do
just
that?
Nuts.
When you think about the people that started show business, as we know it today, it's only 108 years old, recording and things like that. They were trying to make a life. This wasn't built for you to rob the industry or just rob or rape the industry. You're not supposed to be like, I'm going to sing this song and write these songs and get millions and millions. It only happens to certain people, some people. If you get a good life out of here, that's all you can expect.
I love that.
That's so true.
That's so true.
Yeah, man.
You know, people say to me all the time, you should be, let me tell you something. I got close. I started hovering up around those areas, the big time and everything. And I wasn't that accepted because I didn't do the things that those people did. Okay. And I wasn't able to make those kinds of sacrifices. I love my children. I'm having the babies. I'm getting married. I'm getting beat up. I'm getting all the things that life brings you. I didn't miss a moment of my life. I tried the drugs. They tried me back. I went on back to God. But, just life, a good life. And I did it. And I don't think I'm through, but I can't say that I lived on the street or had a basket or anything. If those things happen, it's because you did something to cause it and you need to learn. I find that those are the best. Like, we always go by poor people like, oh, I'm going to pray for him. He probably could pray for you because I feel like the spirit of God is with the people that are lowly in heart and having the hard times. And God is trying to help them. When you're on your path and you're doing okay, like any parent, God is able to say, you got to call me if you need me. You know what I'm saying? These are the things I've never had to hover around, being homeless or anything or doing any other kind of work. And I do what I want to do and say what I want to say. And I got put out of the industry in terms of, what do you call it? Blackballed.
Blackballed.
Because I'm a fighter.
Why were you blackballed?
I forgot. I do.
But Miki, because
it happened.
It happened.
It was good.
It was good for you?
It was the best thing that could have happened.
Interesting that you say that.
Why did you say that?
Because I'm here today, I'm fine, fabulous, and happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have my children, grandchildren. I don't know what life gonna hold or whatever. I had all of the things that people have. You lose your parents, your brothers, your sisters.
That's true.
But I was able to weather the storm, and I'm happy. I don't know a lot of people.
It's so interesting you say that because you were talking about the 80s and how, that people only saw Whitney Houston, right? And there was all these people there. But people don't really understand the kind of sacrifices it takes. Like you said, you were hovering up at that point and what you chose not to do, or that you're happy because you lived a full life. People really don't really understand the sacrifices that go into the artist's life. And how much hard work and how many holidays and birthdays and anniversaries and christenings and all that you got to miss, and just to do what you love.
The manipulation.
And then there's that.
That's worse than everything. The
Let's talk
manipulation.
about that.
You're going to work 4 days in a row, not because you need the money, because the manager needs the money.
Mm-hmm.
So they put you on these days, and then on the 5th day, you have no voice.
Wow.
Your throat is gone. And then the 6th month, she can't sing no more. Well, I don't see how I could.
Right.
I know if my friends, but vessels have burst in their vocal cords. Then you have family members that are, you don't know if they're family, they want your money. Everybody ain't got nothing because you got everything. The jealousy. But for me, it's the manipulation. All the narcissists, you just bait.
Yeah.
You just bait. And how do you see so many of us not have relationships? Because what you attract, once you have your senses about you, you're not going to deal with that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But when you're young, and like we're watching, not to talk about anybody's thing, okay? The young girls in the Escape, and they ain't young, they 50, they medium.
Medium.
But it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart.
To watch them fighting the way they're fighting, you mean?
I don't know if it's real fighting. It's just that this is how they got on. Now you can get Tamika's seasonings, and we know each one of them, and it came at the price of this.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's real or not real, but I feel like if I was Latasha, I might want to kill myself. Everybody, you put your record out, now everybody's talking mess about you. You did this, so you can be famous, so you can get money, so you can say I'm not hungry. I've never been hungry. Never.
Up next on We Sound Crazy.
What advice would you give the group Escape?
That's a good question.
What would you say
to escape?
Listen to your band name and do that.
Everybody's like, I look at them and I say, you see a lot of money, and I know what that comes with. Do you know what I'm saying? They can deal with it. That's why they got it. But it's not the best way.
After the break on We Sound Crazy.
Well, on Fox Face Off, we tell the raw, unadulterated truth.
Fox Soul Face Off.
We are given the platform here with no fear.
Always comes out swinging.
We should be saying, hey, stop shooting and killing people.
Nothing held back.
They wanted black hip-hop moguls and artists to continue the feud.
No punches pulled.
And shut the hell up. You interrupt me all the time.
Tune into the show where opinions collide. Fox Soul Face Off. New episodes weeknights at 9 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Hey, it's your girl, Carolina Sanchez, and The Nightcap is the late night show where no topic is off limits. Join me as we dive into the wild world of relationships, sex, and everything in between. From hilarious dating disasters to steamy secrets, we've got it all. We've got celebrity guests, expert advice, and a cocktail in hand. The Nightcap is your guilty pleasure. So grab your drink and tune in because the best stories start after dark.
The Nightcap. New episodes weeknights at 10:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
As we work to get through these times together, you may not be thinking about blood donation, but blood is needed to save the lives of people who are sick with a range of illnesses. It's easy and safe to give. If you are in good health, please donate. We need heroes now. Visit redcrossblood.org to schedule an appointment.
I'm Isaiah Carey, here to shake things up with the stories that hit hard and matter most. Here on The Factor, we cover news with grit and authenticity. We challenge the status quo and get down to real talk and bold discussions. Join us as we amplify the voices that disrupt, inspire, and lead the charge for change. Your story is power, and we're here to unleash it.
The Isaiah Factor Uncensored. New episodes weeknights at 9:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
What advice would you give the group Escape?
That's a good question.
What would you say
to escape?
Listen to your band name and do that.
I mean, everybody's like, I look at them and I say, you see a lot of money, and I know what that comes with. Do you know what I'm saying? They can deal with it. That's why they got it. But it's not the best way, but it's the way that they know. And it's the way that's happening today. It's what's going on. I mean, I was talking with Mona Scott. She sent a crew over, and they want to do, do we want to do whatever it is, live TV, whatever.
Reality TV.
Yeah. They always turn me down because I'd be like, what?
They turn you down?
Like, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
Mickey, we need you right now. Okay. Film somebody else because I'm busy.
Get someone else to do it.
I'm frying chicken. Do you see me frying chicken? You know what I mean? Put on your makeup. There's always somebody in your face and always somebody over there. Hey, what do you want? What do you need? And then when you really need something or want something, ain't nobody around.
That's true.
It's true.
So, I mean, yeah, you got to live your life, man. You got to live your life. You got to have a life. And if you don't have any life to put into your art, then you become a vessel for other people that are just using you.
That's so true. Which is also why it's good to take breaks so you can have life to live and things to talk about in your music. Besides
That's
being
what I'm telling you. That's how you have something to talk about in your music.
You gotta live.
Life.
Yeah.
Like my new record, Miha, it's called Miha because it's sister. I decided, I lost all my sisters. And I've been a sister to a lot of my girlfriends, and they've been sisters to me. And people like to go around and call each other queen and all that. And that's good for you if you feel like you're a queen. But I don't feel like a queen. I don't want to do no queen things. I don't want to fight nobody. I don't want to do any of that stuff. I want to be a sister. I want you call me, when you're in distress, or you want to go eat lunch, or you want me to come get your baby. I'm the auntie. I'm the fun. I'm her. So I named the album Miha. And on this album is a song called Throw It Away. And it's by Abby Lincoln. It's written by Abby Lincoln, another one of our fine artists that our culture doesn't acknowledge. And she sacrificed her career making cultural songs.
Yeah.
And this is a song called Throw It Away. I love this song because it exemplifies how I feel today. And basically, sort of my whole life, like, excuse me, how do you feel about your life, your art, your craft, your business, everything? And I can honestly testify, God never left me. Even if I left him.
Yeah.
Thought I was leaving. I'm just going to see how it goes if I do it my way. Wrong. Wrong.
Even when I left him, he never left me.
Yeah.
When you sit down and you listen to a Miki Howard record or album, it's just it really just kind of seeps into your bloodstream and you just feel it. But I've always appreciated the fact that your voice was so versatile.
Oh yeah.
And you've been able to do R&B, do gospel, do jazz, and I love the song Imagination.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, that is one of my favorites from I think it was the Country of My Love album, right?
Yeah.
And
just so you know, Timon is the music aficionado. He gonna know the album, the date it was released, where your release party was.
Yeah, that song, and I've heard it all my life, but I didn't appreciate it until I got older and around college, and I was just like, why aren't people really recognizing this genius of a woman that's singing these records? How did you come to a point where you were able to basically sing any genre of music? And I feel like that was the case with a lot of the singers back then.
That's training. Yeah. I tell you all the time. I was just telling you, I was groomed.
Yeah.
my parents were first, what they were, and was gospel, and my mom listened to jazz all the time, and the artists were always over, and we were over there, because everybody came from gospel at that time. Aretha Franklin, and that's the top, but you still had Irma underneath Aretha, and you had her
amazing artists and songwriters.
Sister, oh my God, Carolyn, and they were around all the time. And then you had H.B. Barnum, who was the pianist and what have you, the musical director, and everybody was around all the time. Billy Preston, James Cleveland, he was in the choir. Everybody was musical, and everybody did something different. And when I came into professional show business, I was trained. Augie Johnson, who was the leader of the group Side Effect that I was in, he was in a group called the Bob Mitchell Boys Choir, which he was the only black kid in there. And they saw "Oops, There Goes Another Stuff," the Kurt Plop with Frank Sinatra. Well, he's the kid that sang there. And so his professional training brought me into professional training, which is why I had to take dance lessons. I loved it at Fred Astaire Studio. It still excites me. The singing lessons, and you had to be able to sing any genre. I've been doing this forever, so I would do demos for people. $400, and you come in and it might just be whatever they wrote. I remember one song was "Flip My Switch." You flip my switch, boy. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You do. Yeah, just think like that. Yeah, flip my switch. And being able to that made me able to sing anything.
Yeah.
And shoot. And if you work at your craft, you don't have to worry about a hit record.
That's right.
This is what you do.
Soul Train Awards 1988. You won Best New Artist. What do you remember about that night? That was like a big night.
I went alone.
Alone? Where was the team, the entourage, the crew, the people?
Because see, I get tired of people. And okay, now I drove my own car. I went alone.
You did not drive your own car?
Yeah.
Soul Train Awards?
Yeah.
Label in the car service?
I didn't want one.
I love this. Yeah.
I don't like hoopla. It gets on my nerves. I'm ADHD anyway. And who said that? Why are you this? My hair looks fine. Okay.
Yeah.
I have one dress, not a whole bunch to choose from. I know I like that one. I'm gonna wear it. What's up? And I never have been. And I think that, when you're young, you don't know why it's not going well for you or whatever. Or it goes well and then it stops or whatever, and people quit or you have to fire them. But it's me. I can't take it. I don't like it.
The amount of people that poured into your life before you started professionally as an artist, but you talked about Aretha, and you talked about Billy Preston, and your parents being the Caravan. Can we just talk about, for those, some people will know this, but some people won't know. So break down some of this legacy, because these are legends that made you a legend.
What do you want me to say?
Okay, well, first of all, what was it like growing up around that? Were you aware that people around you were amazing?
Man, I was aware like a mug. I couldn't believe it. I loved everybody. Oh, and when I got to go to Sammy Davis Jr. house, which we would go to sometimes because my mom's best friend was his cook. And her name was Margaret German. And Margaret had like 5 kids, so all of the kids, we were all close and stuff. So when he would be out of town, Altavies would let us come over and swim. I couldn't swim a lick, but I wanted to go. And as soon as they get in the house, I run up to the house. I run through the house. I'm all in the bedroom because she was so nice to me. And I would be all in his closet and everything. He had carpets like this in his closet, like, Persian carpets in his closet, just so many clothes, everything. He had his jewelry all on the dresser things. And so I was so excited. I just loved Sammy Davis Jr.
I'm waiting for a Sammy Davis Jr. movie.
It's coming soon.
Is it coming soon?
And the Pointer Sisters, they would come to church.
What?
Wow. Oh, James Cleveland. Everybody came. Everybody came to James Cleveland.
Crazy. So
that's crazy.
So when you get to the point where Come Share My Love, Baby Be Mine, all these hits are on the radio, and you're at the award shows and you're seeing these people that you saw as young Miki. Like, what is that interaction like? How are you like?
They knew me. Because I've been around for a long time.
Yeah.
And like I told you, I have, my parents.
Yeah.
People say, how do you know this and this and that? Well, first of all, everybody came from Memphis, Mississippi, Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody. That's Tina Turner. That's my dad knew Tina and Ike and everybody. So I'm Michelle, Clay, and Josie's daughter. Even my mom and dad were not together. You know, that's Clay. That Clay the C daughter. Joe Jackson. You know, why would they take you in like you make you like amazing? Because in their mind, I was royalty. Because Josephine Howard and Clay Graham were the top of the line. It's, you know, we're talking about the, what's his name? Oh, everybody teasing about the Temptations.
Otis.
David Ruffin.
David Ruffin. Yeah.
The
Anybody come to see you, Otis.
They came from Mississippi. Lou Rawls, Johnny Taylor. All these people were friends of my dad, or they were friends with my mom. You know, you're talking about James Baldwin would be at my house.
That's crazy.
This is how I was raised. That's why the culture is weird to me to just see it floundering like this. So many people sacrificed. So many people did what it takes for us to have a leg to stand on. And that was just, you know, and everything was at the church.
Up next on We Sound Crazy.
Are there some songs that maybe Sylvia might have played for you that
absolutely, and it was songs
to someone else?
I Want to Run to You was written specifically for me.
Yo.
What? After the break on We Sound Crazy.
Well, on Fox Face Off, we tell the raw, unadulterated truth.
Fox Soul Face Off.
We are given the platform here with no fear.
Always comes out swinging.
We should be saying, hey, stop shooting and killing people.
Nothing held back.
They wanted black hip-hop moguls and artists to continue the feud.
No punches pulled.
And shut the hell up. You interrupt me all the time.
Tune into the show where opinions collide. Fox Soul Face Off. New episodes weeknights at 9 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Ready to lose track of time the best way possible?
Rolling!
From the funniest videos to the wildest things online, we do the scrolling so you don't have to.
It's Usher. He had that synthetic hair melting. You hear me? Why y'all talking about that lady hair like that? Ain't he alone?
Catch us every weeknight, 7 p.m. Central on Fox Soul.
Louder for the people in the back.
Hey, it's your girl Carolina Sanchez, and The Nightcap is the late night show where no topic is off limits. Join me as we dive into the wild world of relationships, sex, and everything in between. From hilarious dating disasters to steamy secrets, you know we've got it all. We've got celebrity guests, expert advice, and a cocktail in hand. The Nightcap is your guilty pleasure. So grab your drink and tune in because the best stories start after dark.
The Nightcap. New episodes weeknights at 10:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
I wonder if you know that I want the best for you. But how long will you fight solo? I wonder if you know that we can get help. Not wondering anymore. Love, your mind.
People don't often give you the credit for merging R&B and hip hop together. That's an example.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people associate Mary J. Blige being, you know, the queen of hip hop soul.
Yeah, hip hop soul.
Yeah, we started it off with Till You Come Back to Me. We did a hip hop version.
Yeah.
And then I had a #1 single called Ain't Nothing in the World, which is my first #1 single over management and everything. And then we did Ain't Nobody Like You too, which was a merge. It was a sample. It was just
she said
fun.
everybody be in her DMs shouting her out, but no, like she's Erica, India, Mary, all of them to be showing love, but it should be more love shown to people. Because you're talking about like,
yeah, they
merging hip hop and R&B changed the game.
Yeah. It did. It created a lane for them.
Yeah,
and I did that, and I ain't trying to be like, what's his name, but I did do that.
Who, like Soulja Boy?
The producer.
I did it first.
Oh, I was talking about way before him.
I'm the first to ever.
I'm the first one to ever do it.
Have you seen Mary? Like, what does she say when you run the tour? Like, she shows love. What does she say to you?
I've never talked to Mary J.
Really?
What? No. I'm telling you about an internet situation. I've never seen her. I went to this show one time, and I was at the front row, and then that's it. I never.
You've never spoken to Mary J. Blige. Somehow in my mind, I feel like that would have happened by now.
Yeah.
It should have happened, but people try to probably keep her away from me. They're like, don't get around that Miki. She'll have you over here happy.
Are there songs you hear that you're like, either I wish I had that song, or damn, I would have killed that song? Like, do you hear songs and you're like, ooh?
Oh, yeah. Like some songs, I go, wow. Yeah, I've heard a couple of songs like, oh, I wish I had that was good. But generally, whoever's done them have done an amazing job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The song I remember hearing, and this is not a new song, but the song I remember hearing that always reminded me of you when it came out was Nobody's Supposed to Be Here by Deborah
Me
Cox.
too. I didn't want to say that.
Yeah.
Because then she would think that I thought that, that I could have did it better, which I don't think. She did an amazing job, but it really was a Miki Howard song.
It sounded like you.
I'm so glad. She did it, and it's done great for her.
And it's a huge record, but to know music and to hear the voices and the,
I thought it did too. I used to be like, I should have did this song. But it was during my weird period. And I would be driving down the street like, they're making all kind of songs without me.
That's one of them. That's one of them. And there's many, but that's definitely one of them.
Kind of piggybacking off of Claude's question, are there some songs that maybe Sylvia might have played for you that
absolutely, and it was songs
to someone else?
I Want to Run to You was written specifically for me.
Yo.
What? And I was at Giant Records at the time, and the girl, Cassandra Mills, who ruined my career, she vetoed it.
Uh-oh.
But I'm glad because he got a Oscar for that song.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Whitney's I Want to Run to You.
Yeah.
Was it
But
Miki
Come Share My
Howard?
Love was written for Whitney. And they thought it was too soulful.
Were you and Whitney close?
Yes.
I love that.
We came around the same people. We grew up. I'm telling you. Her mom was Sissy.
Mm-hmm.
And Sissy was in the Sweet Inspirations. Sweet Inspirations and the Caravans. They everybody love everybody. Whitney would be at Retha's sometimes. In Van Nuys, where I would be at, because Retha was trying to get the boys around some girls, like Clarence and Eddie. She had 4 boys. And I used to babysit Kelf. I'm telling you, I grew up in this environment. That's why I like take it easy. Mm. You're not going to kill my Take it easy. Wow. Literally, don't let it be your total inspiration.
Yeah.
You gotta have life.
Gotta have life.
You gotta have life.
What do you remember about Whitney? What's a fond memory, like a fun story?
She was really funny, and she liked me a lot, and we used to talk on the phone a lot. Mm. And about 4 years before she died, it was very hard, very, very hard, and I just couldn't talk to her. I could not talk to her. I would just be hurt and crying because she would be upset about what was going on at her house. Mm. And she couldn't fix it. Mm. And then it's just, there's personal stuff.
Yeah.
And then we sing on the phone till we go to sleep.
Really? Wow.
Or she would sing on the phone. I wouldn't sing on the phone, but she would sing on the phone. Precious Lord. She always wanted me to start out. Miki started, Precious Lord. Okay. And then she would take it, singing.
Wow.
And I would sleep. I'm like, I said, Miki. And one of the kids maybe comes like, Mom. I'm like, oh, yeah. Oh, hey. She'd still be on the phone.
She's on the phone singing Precious Lord and she's asleep.
I'm like, it was really, we had a good friendship. I loved her.
Yeah. It's good to have friendships, though. And I think that's also like a hard part about maybe now is that it's a lot more, I mean, of course, it's always been a business, but it's technology makes you isolated. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You record by yourself. You just have that camaraderie of, I'm going to stop by the studio and see what you're doing. I'm going to come by your show. I'm going to stop by your rehearsal.
When people want you to pay them to come write a song.
For everything.
Like, let's get together and write, mm-hmm. like if we all of us and we write and we make a hit, but you and I going to come write unless I pay you to come write? That's craziness.
I tell these guys that all the time.
They sell how hard we fought for our music to belong to us, and y'all sell tracks. That trips me out.
And so we decided when we were doing this podcast that we want to carve out a section called the Esther Roll Black Excellence Award.
Oh.
Which is literally just us, in our humble way here, the 5 of us this time, nominating Black entertainers that we feel like don't get the credit they deserve. And it can be any facet of the industry, but just there's so many. We talked about some here, but there's so many. So we nominate here and we vote and then we give them an award. And I feel like throughout the time we've been doing this, we've highlighted some pretty influential, important people that didn't get the love they deserved. And it's not about people who've passed away. It's people, it can be, but it can be people that are alive now as well. But it's time for the Urbies, y'all. It's time for the Esther Roll Black Excellence Award.
What we're not going to do is nominate all these other people while we got Miki Howard.
Exactly. I was waiting for you to say it, Phil.
I'm going to make the nomination put it on the table.
Don't do it.
It's unanimous.
She's a singer, actress, Broadway. I mean, she's done so much and has paved the way for so many. When I think about just the generation of artists that have come after you, Miki, whether it's the Faith Evans, the Kelly Prices of the world, the Beyoncés, it's
Mary,
the Mary, just the list goes on. You deserve all your flowers while you can still smell them.
All of them.
We love you.
And some more.
So, I love y'all.
So this week's, is it unanimous?
It's unanimous for sure. 100%. The Esther Roll Black Excellence Award goes to the legendary Miki Howard. Hey. That was too easy because we have a legend in the building today. You agree, don't you?
Well, I mean, there's some people like Lola Falana. I think she deserves flowers.
She does.
Like, seriously. Paula Kelly, she's gone now. Amazing. I think Philip Michael Thomas.
Yes.
Calvin Lockhart. Wow. Yeah, and of course, John Amos.
John Amos.
Yeah.
Wow.
John Amos. Wow.
Yeah, these people held up under this. We see the front, but what they did as Black artists to be in an industry and a world where you're not accepted and you have to shake off your friends talking crap about you because da-da-da-da-da, and then you got to listen and do this and this and that, and you got to be
poised.
And they did that under the circumstances that most of us, we can't stand today.
Yeah,
man.
They did that.
They did it. Well, we gonna love on them, but today we loving on you.
Yes, for sure. On you.
On you.
It's just regular.
You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it.
Thank you to our special guest this week, Miki Howard. Make some noise.
Yes. And you're always welcome. If you're in Nashville, you have friends.
I'm never in Nashville. I'm so surprised. I'm in Nashville, man.
Well, now that you know that you have some fam here, please come back.
It's so cool.
Oh, this is crazy. I just cannot believe. Like, I'm bugging right now. This is Miki Howard.
That's so cool.
It's the Miki Howard.
I hope they feel that way at the gas company next week.
Give her a break, y'all. Come on.
No, because you go back to when I know I go back to when I was super young and just hearing Love Under New Management just playing through the house.
They played it so much.
Or Ain't Nobody Like You.
Sylvia Rona.
Yeah.
Man. She was a genius with radio.
Yeah, she was a genius. I just want to say as we conclude that the one thing we have not spoken about is that song. Love Under New Management is the jammy jam. Do you ever get tired of singing it? You do? Wait. So you get tired of singing Love Under New Management?
Yeah. I get tired of singing because everybody expects it to sound like it did before and this and that. And sometimes I don't have the voice for that because when you're on your throat.
It's a rangy song.
Yeah, but I was hoarse when I did it. That was well in the middle range then. Now it's like I get so much anxiety before I sing it that my throat is stuck. I'm like,
yeah, because it's that one.
Yeah, I'm like, y'all, come on now. Y'all make me nervous.
But I'm sure at this point, everyone's singing along with you because everyone knows that song,
they do.
Right?
They do, but no, they know. No.
Who's singing them backgrounds? Are they killing on them backgrounds?
Oh, my God. You have the Sharon from Love Calls. You better answer. What's her name?
Sharon Bryant.
Sharon Bryant, girl. And then there was
Look, Timon was ready with the vinyl.
Tell them, look at it. Tell them.
Okay.
Oh.
Let's see.
So many people died of AIDS.
80s,
that worked on that album. Oh, Lord, it was sad.
They don't have the vocal. Oh, here it is. Cynthia Biggs, Annette Hardiman, Charlene Holloway, Gabriel Hardiman, John Peters, Sharon Bryant.
Yeah.
They were killing on them backs.
Man, they killed it. Oh, we used to have so many great background singers and stuff. Like, like when Luther came out and his singers, there was the thing there. And Aretha and everybody, gosh, You hardly get enough money now to bring anybody.
You know, background singers are a luxury now, right?
It is.
Man, thank you again, Miki Howard.
We sound crazy.
Oh my gosh, is Cardi and her new man Stefon Diggs over already? And could another celebrity couple be getting back together? We'll tell you who might have landed and who might have hard launched their reunion.
And joining us tonight for a special Puff Date is Psych. There will be no Puff Date, but there will be an update. We have our homie with us, man. Yo, you know her from radio, TV, film, all types of cool stuff. She used to hold the briefcase with no dope in it. The one, the only. Claudia Jordan is in the building.
Hey, how y'all doing? Well, how do you know what was in the briefcase?
Because it was on NBC.
Well,
Right.
I mean,
It doesn't stand for Negroes bagging coke.
I was about to say never
How
been
do you
Coke. Yeah, I don't know about that first
it's great
part.
to be here. I'm super excited. I love your set and what y'all do. It seems like so much fun.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Well, we're about to get into your business a little bit later on in the show, but I don't know. SK, you ready to kick it off?
Yo, super ready to kick it off, man.